right, everybody. Welcome to the Retro Pioneers podcast. I'm your host, Blackboijaye, and I got introduce yourselves right quick.
My
Start with
name.
you, Chris.
Oh, okay. My name's Chris, Rage Chris, and I've been playing video games my whole life. I always have different opinions on video games, and I'm here to hopefully share some with you.
Okay. What about you, Mrs. DJ?
Hey, so you got Hollywood December. I'm a music recording artist, and I also game all the time. So definitely want to give my little tidbits about games and stuff. So let's get started.
All right. Say less. So, all right. How we gonna start off? Right. I'm gonna ask y'all individual questions. Right. Starting with you, Chris. What's the scariest game you played in your lifetime?
I always have to say the Resident Evil games. Those were
Why?
the
So with the Resident Evil games, like, give us like a little backstory of when you first played it and how you felt about it when you first played it.
All right. Yeah. So the very first one, actually, on the PlayStation, way back, I didn't even have the game. It was actually my older cousin. He had the PlayStation and the game. He came over and we played it, me, my brother, and him. We had the room pitch black and we were just playing the game. And I was like, man, this shit's really scary. And so I told my cousin, I'm like, I don't know if I can play the whole game like this. He goes, no, you got it. And then I just remember getting like really nervous as I was going through each like corridor and door and stuff. And that like mansion, and I was like, man, that was like really young, so I didn't really like understand like jump scares and like survival horror and all that. I was just like, man, this is just really scary, and it seemed really realistic at the time.
Okay. Same question to you, DJ.
Yeah.
Well, what's the scariest game you ever played, and why was it? Like, give a brief description of how it was scary for
Okay. Yeah. So I would say probably Dead Cells, and I'm gonna say that because I only played 30 minutes of the game and I quit. That shit was too fucking scary, man. And just like Chris, I was playing that at night, and then I'm just hearing stuff like, I'm like, oh hell no, I'm done. I couldn't do it.
it.
Like I tried. Was it? It's called Calypso Project. It's something similar to that, but it's
Calypso Protocol.
yeah. It's just like that. I can watch people play it, but I can't play it myself. I get too scared.
Oh,
And just from that, like I don't even try to play horror games because it's just too scary for me. Too scary.
believe me, man. When I tell you, I can relate to both of y'all when it come down to playing scary games due to the fact that them jump scares be something
Yeah.
serious, you know. And if you playing it late at night, it's gonna mess with you. So,
Yeah.
I do agree with y'all on that. Second question, with you, Chris. Resident Evil or Silent Hill? Which one you think is better?
Silent Hill,
And why you think Silent Hill is better?
because Silent Hill to me, the whole like scene of it is like really mysterious, and where with Resident Evil, I feel like it's more like the monsters, like the craziness of the monsters, where Silent Hill was more about like setting the mood. The ambiance was like really spooky the whole time, that town, and just being really creepy, where Resident Evil games they're just turned into just a monster chase, like I feel like most of the time.
Okay. What about you, DJ?
See, I can't answer these questions because I didn't play a lot of. Only scary game I played was Dead Cells.
Okay.
But when I played the original, I'm going to have to say probably Silent Hill from watching. But when I played Resident Evil, like the old school Resident Evil, it was like too slow for me, and then I would get bored. So it wasn't exactly scary. It was more or less funny to me.
Okay, gotcha. I can relate to that. I was into Resident Evil growing up, but I like Silent Hill way better on the OG side of the game when it first came out. But since they remake the Resident Evil games, I enjoyed that way better now because it's more fast paced.
Yeah.
You know, so if they would, I know they're supposed to be dropping the Silent Hill 2, which already dropped, but you know, I haven't played it yet. So once I play it, then I'll be able to give my verdict on which one I think better at this modern day time.
Now,
You know,
in
but
modern day time, I would say Resident Evil, because like the graphics, the gameplay, and even the soundtrack is just amazing, man. Like you can't beat it now. I think
Yeah.
Silent Hill they're starting to play catch up.
okay, yeah,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
I agree with you on that. So, DJ, since you're into the music, right?
Yes, sir.
How do you feel about so have you haven't played on the Resident Evil that just came out, or
I have it.
even seen anybody play?
I have it, but like I said, with Dead Cells, scary shit, I can't
They kind of,
do it.
because I was gonna say, if you've seen the modern day Resident Evil, right? The music wise, it's like the music is so done right.
Yeah.
Like they took aspects of the first, well, whatever the game they remade, they took aspects of that soundtrack and they just like amplified it to the point where it's just like mind blowing, man.
Mhm.
And when I played through Resident Evil 2, the remake one, I was blown away, man, because I'm like I said, I seen it when it was the older version. It
Mhm.
wasn't too much, appealing
Yeah.
for the graphic wise, and then the music kind of was like a little choppy.
Right.
So playing it now, it just gives you a whole like mindset of how far we came in gaming.
Oh yeah.
We came
Definitely.
a long way to the point
For
where
sure.
things ain't the same how it used to be, and it kind of scary in some like way of thinking it, because what if they try to remake everything, and what some games don't need to be remade due to the fact that let OG games die the way they leave them where they at.
Mhm.
Don't try to remake them and try to introduce them to modern gamers. Just let them experience on the original hardware.
What about GoldenEye though?
But no, they
GoldenEye
need
need
to
to
remake.
come back.
Yeah,
GoldenEye need to
they
come
need to
back.
come back. They need to
Yeah.
come back hard with that one.
Yeah.
I would like to see that one. Yeah, for sure.
All right, let me ask y'all this. The third question. Which? Well, I'm not gonna ask that because I just did. Which one y'all feel like? Which one of y'all feel like they should make a modern day version of those two games? But what games do you feel like right now, as far as scary, right? Like didn't need to be made. Like what is your least favorite, or a game that you like that wholeheartedly want to not exist? Scary game.
What's that guy? I think it's called Alan Wake. I'm probably butchering the name, but
Are you gonna do Alan Wake? Like,
man,
Yeah.
it's the first one I played, it was like too slow, and I used to stream on Twitch, and I swear like it took me like 40 minutes just to find what I needed to go on in the beginning of the game. I think it was like some type of letter that I had to find.
Mm.
That whole series is dog water to me. I'm probably gonna
I mean,
I'm probably gonna hear this later, but somebody might hate on me, but I'm gonna stick by that. I can't. Mm-mm.
but I mean, you got your opinion, man, and that's at the end of the day, that's all that matters, man. Because some games don't need to be remade, and
No.
if you feel like that game don't need to be remade, hey, cool.
I'm gonna say Alone in the Dark.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
That one, I mean, I wasn't really a fan of that one anyways, but I feel
Mm.
like it's just kind of crowded in like a room full of other already like established horror movie games. It's like they're just pushing it, and then I didn't really see the appeal on that one.
Gotcha. Hey, I agree with you 110%. That game should have been left where it was in the drawing books, man, because it's just awful. And it's you give people leeway to make these games, and they gonna keep making trash. And I feel like right now in these modern day games that coming out, it's really nothing really exciting to the point where if it's not a remake or a remastered, it's just trash.
Yeah.
Like let's get on Call of Duty right quick, right? Have y'all, either one of y'all, played Black Ops 6.
I
Yeah,
played that
I
trash.
played it.
Okay, we get
I'm an
to that.
annual trash player.
What's y'all thoughts on since it's a Halloween special, right? Let's talk about the zombie mode.
Mm,
What's y'all opinions on the new zombie mode?
I haven't had a
If
chance
one
to
of you
play
ever
it yet.
played it.
Yeah, I haven't played the zombie mode yet. I've been playing the campaign. Just got
Yeah.
into it, and then I've been playing like multiplayer.
Well, give me your opinion on the previous zombie mode that you played on Call of Duty.
Oh, okay. The last one I played was on Black Ops 3, actually. And
Okay.
that one was actually pretty fun. I had some good times. Me and my cousin, we used to run that one a lot and get into a bunch of rooms. So I didn't have any problem with the zombie modes on Black Ops. But when they bring zombie mode to the Modern Warfare series, I thought that was trash. I was like, why'd you guys do that? You shouldn't have done it. Just leave it on Black Ops. That's the better one.
I mean, it was introduced from Black Ops, so it makes sense for it to just stay on there instead of them trying to do a money grab. You know, we implemented zombies into Modern Warfare, so go ahead and copy, which was a bad idea. What about you, DJ?
I didn't really play. It's always gonna be the same answer
Okay,
because
okay.
I can't do the scary stuff, man. I can't do scary stuff,
Man, Black Ops Zombie ain't scary.
man.
No, but I mean, like I said, them jump scares be something
Mhm.
serious sometimes. So I mean,
Yeah, I
it does
can't do
have
it.
jump scares.
Those zombies come out of nowhere from behind you or up top, and
Right.
you're like, and then just get swarmed.
So, what are your thoughts on Black Ops 6 and just in general, since y'all both have played it?
Mm,
Honest opinion.
Oh, you want to go, DJ? Let him know.
honest opinion, I haven't played it enough to give an honest opinion, but from what I see, the combat is fluid, but I think the time to kill could be a little bit longer. It seems like, especially, I don't think it's geared towards people that are like 25 and up, because you have that
Okay.
time to kill, and like as soon as you spawn somewhere, you're instantly getting killed. And I don't see the fun in that. And I think overall, just as the company, like they're trying to gouge as much money as they can from customers instead of putting good quality gameplay like we had in Black Ops 1 and 2. I would say those were the golden ages of when the monetization was starting, but now it's just too much, and it really affects the gameplay, like graphics wise. Because I have a PS5 and I have a PC, and I play it on both, but graphics wise, it doesn't even look that good. But I feel like they could, from what I've played so far, they could definitely do a lot better. Right now, I'd say it's like a 2 right now until I start playing it a little bit more.
But I'm on the opposite of you on that one. I think it's actually one of the better ones they've had in a long time, because I play them pretty much annually since the first Modern Warfare that came out, and Black Ops. And yeah, you're right though. The original 1 and 2 Black Ops definitely were some of the better ones. But this number 6, I feel like the mechanics of it is more fluid, and I don't feel like I'm getting like shot with like instant kills. Like I don't feel like I'm getting quick scoped as much. Like there's actually a little bit more balance, because right now with Modern Warfare 3, that one, it feels like you have to have the perfect matchup with your gun. With Black Ops 6,
Yeah.
you could just go in there with like, no attachments, and you could still get some kills and actually get a chance at, doing something in the game. So that's pretty much why I like Black Ops 6 right now, because I feel like it's a little bit more even. Like they're trying to like not, even though they're still trying to make their money with it, I feel like they kind of are like, okay, we got to remember that we can't just make it all about constantly upgrading your guns. You got to at least have some set guns, and for now it's like that, but who's to say in the future they don't update it and change that? Because I know Modern Warfare and Black Ops, they always constantly updating and moving things around, and with the meta, sometimes I get lost after like a while. So right now it's fresh, it's good, but we'll see. Ask me in like 6 months, a year, and my answer might change actually.
Exactly. So, what you guys think about the battle passes?
Battle Pass. Those are like little slot machine casino games.
Hey, so I was speaking to one of my buddies about that, and that what I feel as them killing gaming in this generation.
Yeah.
It just like I said, everything is a money grab to the
yeah.
point where if they can make money off of it, they're gonna do it. You even see this in fighting games.
Yeah.
Fighter passes and crap like that. So it's like, what is gaming now for both of you right now? Where are you when it come down to, is you becoming less of a gamer, or are you becoming more of a gamer, or are you in the middle? Start with you, Chris.
I'm like in the middle. There's certain games that I go away from, like when they're super battle pass heavy. I get kind of frustrated because, like you said, it just seems like a money grab, and I just want to play the game. But there's some games that I understand that's like a Fortnite. That's what it is, like the inventor of it. But I mean, that's when I go into those games, I like have that mindset. But for the most part, I try to go into like multiplayer games, like thinking with that mindset. But if I'm playing a single player game, I don't want to unlock stuff, with my money, with my wallet. I want to play the game to unlock it, to progress and get further. So yeah, I'm like
Gotcha.
in the middle of it with that.
What about you, DJ?
Okay, so a little tidbit of myself. I wanted to create video games, and I was in the middle of making one, and I can kind of see why they have battle passes, because to even create a game, it's like millions of dollars and stuff, and even creating like a small game like the one that I was trying to create, it's you're looking at $8,000 just for the level, just for one level.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I think it adds up, but I think to balance that with the battle pass, like if you know that we're spending like 40 hours on these games, like let us create skins, let us create things so that we can also get paid. Like we're giving you the time of playing the game. Let us create so that we can make money and like people like our creations, and then we also get big, and then you get big also because people are using the skins that we make. Like let us get in on that stuff, because it's not entirely fair. And I think like even on Call of Duty, like I ask my wife sometimes, like, I have to ask her, like, can I buy this skin? Because it's like $30. And the
Yeah.
Hey,
game
you ain't the only
itself
one.
is like, I bought one skin, and I promised myself I'd never buy another skin, because it's like, there's no point in spending like $30 on just one skin. It should be like $10 at least. Like I'm down to
Yeah.
support the publishing and developer, but at $30 though,
Yeah.
they're
Well,
reaching
look,
there.
you're spending $30 for a 10 megabyte file.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because
So
if you looked at it when you downloaded something from like PC, or well, we're gonna just say PC. You download a DLC from a PC, right? And if you actually look at how big that PC file, that file is on your PC, it's less than 10 megabytes, bro. But you're spending $30 for
yeah, no.
it. That would made me to the point where I said, nah, never again. I choose. Well, I'm gonna hold off before I say that. So with y'all saying that, right?
Oh, you ain't
Which
let me
do y'all
finish.
prefer? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
So as I stand as a gamer, like I still put in time to game, but I don't play multiplayer games that much anymore because of the battle pass, because of like the skill factor that also plays into it. Like you have to be sweaty if you want to play games and enjoy it, not as far as like having the fun, but actually like, oh, I'm winning, like I'm beating everybody. When you don't get that feeling, sometimes it just doesn't feel good to play the game. So I just play multiplayer games now. I just vibe out. That's it.
Yeah. So that in a way, it kind of made it to the point y'all don't prefer multi, because like in my instance, for me, right? That's just my opinion. I'm a type of gamer. I used to be a multiplayer gamer, like heavy when I was younger, right? In my teenager years, because it's like during that time, multiplayer games was exciting to the point where you got online, you got to play with your friends, and it was really meaningful. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
now, I guess because I'm 36 now, right? Now I
I'm the
play
same age, by the way.
multi. Hey, it's a great time to be alive,
Yeah.
brother.
Right.
Playing multiplayer
Let me
games
get the
now,
walker.
it's like For real, man. Like playing multiplayer games now, you get arthritis, bro. And you know, I feel like I only got that right now because I used to play Ninja Gaiden and stuff like that where you got to constantly hit the buttons of God of War. And
Yeah.
those mess up your fingers, bro.
Oh yeah,
Constantly.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, you know, playing multiplayer now, I'm not saying it should be easy because regardless of anything anybody say, right? Multiplayer games is a skill, right? You build a skill, whatever game you're playing online with, and you're able to conquer because of your skills, not because of the game being easy. So I don't want the game to be easy, but at the same time, don't make it so difficult where an older person cannot enjoy this game. You know what I'm saying? Like you got these young kids taking over multiplayer, bro.
Yeah.
And you know, it's just I don't know. That's where I'm at. Game. Like I love my single player games.
Oh yeah.
And I try to dibble dabble into multiplayer, but I pretty much don't prefer it. But with you two, right? What's y'all go-to consoles as of this moment? Do you prefer console or do you prefer PC or both?
Just depends on the game actually, because for me, I have all of them. So I play my PlayStation exclusives for my PlayStation, you know, like the God of Wars or the Spider-Mans. But if I'm gonna say like for multiplayer, I think I jump back and forth between PC and my Xbox because I have my friends who are on Xbox, so they don't necessarily have the PC, so I'll play with them sometimes. But sometimes if it's a certain game on on the Xbox, I'll play with them. But on PC, you know, I'll jump on there and certain games I'll play on there. But usually PC, I don't play multiplayer as much as more like single player on my PC because it looks a little bit better. It's not an exclusive to PlayStation, you know.
What about you, DJ?
Yeah, for me, I would have to say PC only because like there's so much more freedom. Like I like putting mods on my games and like I have what is it called? Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, and I have Obama and CJ fighting each other right now. You can't do that on a PS5.
Right.
Nah,
So
you
I
can't.
I like I like putting the mods on most of my games, man.
I mean, PC wise, anyway, it gives you the freedom to enjoy a game that you paid your hard earned money
Oh
for.
yeah.
You know, and it's kind of like in my last episode of the podcast, right? I had a guest on her named Cozy Beluga. She was basically elaborating that, you know, physical and digital, right? We're in the time where you're really not paying for a game that you want. Like you're paying for a license. And with that being the case, it's like if I buy a game, I want to be able to do everything I want to with that game, or even a console. If I'm buying this console for $700, and you're still telling me if I do something to modify what I paid, I'm gonna get banned for online service. I get it because you don't own the online service.
Yeah.
You know, the servers and stuff like that. You only own the console, but you're gonna penalize me for one to do something to my Xbox or PlayStation because it's mine. I paid all this money for it.
Yeah.
Right.
What's y'all thoughts on that?
On that, I totally am against them taking away, you know, profiles or like accounts because, like you said, you don't technically own it. It goes to the profile of your account, so it's like they have all the power right now. So it's not a good look for the company, especially when they take away games from people's accounts after the fact, like it's been happening. So yeah, right now we're at a time of gaming where it's like uncharted territory right now where we're not sure where it's going to go, but I'm not liking the way it's heading right now. I'm hoping that we can reel it in because without physical game copies, it's going to be a lot harder for people to buy games and actually keep their games because if Sony or Microsoft decide, you know what, I don't like what you're doing with your own Xbox or your own game library, we're going to just snatch it from you. And it's like, that's not cool.
Man,
But what about you, DJ?
I feel the same way, man. Like well, how much can I divulge? Because I'm just gonna be honest. When I'm on PC, I just pirate everything.
Hey,
Say the
hey,
open seas.
look. Hey, I'm a pirate too, brother. I mean, but it's only to a certain extent. You know, if I'm
Yeah.
really enjoying the game, I would definitely go buy
Yeah,
it.
definitely.
You know, for online purposes only. But as far as playing it on single player, oh man, I'm pirating it every day.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
But my bad, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's cool.
You're done?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
'Cause
okay.
I have the same. I feel the same way Chris does.
Yeah. These companies are going
It's
wild with it. They're going a little too much, and they need someone to tell them, hey, you know what? Like, you got to look at for your consumer. Like, I feel like they're too big headed right now with all these sales and making all these millions and trillions, and I don't even know, like, and buying out this company and that company. Like, that's the other thing is I'm not really happy when Microsoft buys out all these game studios, or when Sony buys out, a game studio, because then it's limiting choice. Because those game studios are independent. They can do whatever they want independently. But once they go into the big company, they have to abide by their rules, and it takes away from us as the consumer, the gamer, from our choice of who we want to give our money to. We pretty much have to go just to the main console maker now to get our games.
Yeah. So let me ask y'all this, right? And let me know if y'all agree or disagree. Back to digital and physical, right? So let's just say right now you was to go pick up a physical game of Sparkling Zero, right? You're gonna use Dragon Ball Z, and you in your mindset you think you own the game, right? Because I just went and got this CD copy disc of my game, so this is mine, right? And you get home, what happens? You pop that game into the system, and it downloads additional files, right? Because technically, let's just say if your Xbox or PlayStation did not have access to the internet, you won't be able to play that game.
Yeah, it's like
until you connect it to the internet. So it's still kind of like digital. When you buy a digital game, it has to register that license for you to even be able to play that game. Same thing with CD. That's how the corporations kind of getting over on people with physical, because they want you to keep thinking that you're in control over your game, but you're really not if you don't have that internet. You know what I'm saying? So what's your thoughts on that? Like, I know y'all gave me an opinion about the digital part of it, but what y'all think about the CD part of it? Or the physical copy?
You want to go DJ first? Let them know what you think.
Because a lot of people think they have the game, and it's theirs. Like you hear this war going on, physical, digital, but a lot of people are unaware that even with physical, you still don't own the game. You just own a CD with files on it, but you can't play it unless you're online. And that's I think that kind of happened after the Xbox One X. After that, it started making it to a point you got to download additional files before you even play the game. So what's y'all thoughts on that?
As a hard one, because like it's scary. And for me, like I don't have any physical media. So for someone, if I'm placing myself in somebody else's shoes that has the CD-ROM and all that, like I would be pissed if I can't play my game and I don't have any internet. I'll be furious. Like that sucks. Hopefully they change it, because that wouldn't be something that I would look forward to. That makes me sad.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't know that this is happening, man. And it's like, I'm gonna let you go, Chris. But it's to the point where a lot of people are unaware that they are forcing us to go digital. I mean, digital is not a bad thing, because change is good for most times.
Yeah.
But with gaming, how can you preserve stuff if they taking it away, and they bring it out and they taking it away? So what's your thoughts, Chris?
Yeah, with that, yeah, it's frustrating when you get a disc and you come home and you're like, yeah, and you're like, oh, my internet's out, it's all good. I have my my copy of my game. I should just be able to pop it in and play it like old times. But they don't let that happen anymore. And it's like the companies don't really mind, because then they're like, well, they prefer you to be on the internet so they can monitor you and they can get your data. So that's another component of it. I think that's why they're also driving it more to streaming, because it's all about data now. And you see like like Netflix and like some other like non-traditional gaming companies kind of getting into it, like Apple too with their like Apple Arcade, and like they just want you to stream their game because they want to see your hours played on it, see kind of like what your like habits are. And so back to the physical part, it's just like they don't mind that they're losing that factor. So like you said, it's just like them like guiding us slowly, because I think Microsoft was trying to do this like 10 years ago, and when the first Xbox One came out, that's why everyone was all upset, because you had to be online for just to play those games. So they rolled it back, I remember, before they launched it. And then when Sony came out with the PS4, that had to do it already, but because Microsoft already announced it, they kind of got away with it because they snuck underneath that was already a part of like the console. So like it's been kind of happening slowly, but then now that we're in this like new era, we're seeing a shift where like they're like not even giving disk drives anymore, like with the consoles, and they're charging you the same price, if not more. And you're like, I feel like I'm getting cheated. Like it's like I'm getting less physical and it's all digital. But like we were saying earlier, it's just then you don't even have any guarantee of you owning your own stuff. It's just like you're renting it, or not even renting it, you're just like leasing it, and they give it back whenever they want.
And it's sad, man. It's really sad. It's to the point where if you ain't already invested into like as a gamer, if you ain't already invested as far as your time and your energy on these games, man, you will stop becoming a gamer. And you know, I feel like gaming saved lives. You know, a person who's had mental health issues or whatever the case may be, they grab a controller, man. You know, all their problems is gone because they're focusing their time and effort into a game that they like. You know, and that's where these corporations is failing to realize. Stop giving us half-ass made games and giving us 30 to 40 updates before the game can be decent.
Right.
You know, so it's like, you know, they not understanding that we as the consumers should be number one. You know, they look at us as like I said, a money grab. And until we really come to the point where we're tired of it, it's just gonna get worse and worse. Look at EA Games, look at Ubisoft. So it's like, you know, these companies need to kind of like see that people are serious, you know, and that's kind of the reason why I wanted to get something going as far as building a gaming community with everyone, because it's like we got to voice our opinions. And, you know, big platforms, they're not going to really endorse this because they don't want to so-called lose their credibility getting free games and stuff like that. But all of that don't really matter at the end of the day if you're not having fun.
Yeah.
You know, with your friends or with just people in general who has the same mindset as, you know, we do when it come down to games. So, you know, I don't want to take up too much of y'all times, man. So everybody, let everybody know on the podcast where they can reach you and what you're doing right now currently.
Okay.
As far as projects or, you know, just in general.
You could just reach me at Rage Chris. I'm usually just on Threads, but you know, once in a while I pop up on YouTube or Twitch. I stream. I tend to do no commentary, just straight gameplay, because I'm trying to make it as pure of an experience. Try not to dilute it with too much like commercials. I feel like too many people are trying to add those commercials. So yeah, if you just want to follow me like that, I'm always welcome to.
Okay. What about you, DJ?
That's a lot, because I do too much, man. I do too much. I have a new song coming out called Timeless. You can listen to it on Spotify or any music platform on November 1st. It's a kind of like a old school I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, but it's like it's groovy.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm on all platforms. I'm at Hollywood December. I'm on Threads. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, MySpace.
Doing MySpace.
I'm on it
Old
all.
school. I don't know
He
if my
took it back
MySpace
with that
still
one.
works.
Okay.
Yeah,
And look, I just want to say, man, I appreciate y'all dudes so much, man, for stopping by and, you know, blessing the viewers with your presence, because, you know, it just, like I said before, us as being gamers, we should unite with each other as much as we can, because it's like we have a voice that we want to be heard. And, you know, some of these games suck these days. And, you know, if we can voice our opinions as much as we can about these crappy games, let's do so. So I hope that y'all come back on the podcast soon and, you
I
know,
have a
talk with me
question though.
more. Yeah, go ahead.
So with the crappy games now, I was saying me getting like to like imagine if you're a bigger studio and like give or take like Wukong cost 45 million to make, but they made that back in 24 hours. Like if that wasn't a good game, like and they wouldn't have recouped the money that they had. I think the balance there or the difficulty is with the pressure from the higher ups like Microsoft to get a game out. Can we fault them for putting the game out
Yeah.
as they have it?
No, it's really up to the, well, you know, like you explained, Microsoft, right? If they're pushing out a game, it's not on the Microsoft. It's on the what you call that, the publisher, right? Or the developers
Well,
of
Microsoft would
that.
be the publisher,
Okay, yeah, Microsoft the publisher, but what would the people who making the game,
the
developers,
game
right?
developer.
So I would hold the blame on them, because it's like, if you know, like, let's say for example, God of War, right? I don't know if everybody feel the same way I feel, but I don't really like the new God of War due to the fact that it changes everything that I'm used to when it came down to the OG version.
Okay.
You know, I get it. At the end of the day, Santa Monica took it upon themselves to try something different, and it's not bad. You know what I'm saying? It's not bad at all. But could they kept the same? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know, everybody and their mama love God of War,
Yeah.
the original. You know, new age gamers love the new version of it. You know, so I don't kind of necessarily knock some of these game developers. It's just, when I'm getting invested into your project, make it worth something. Like, don't just feed me crap and think
Yeah.
I'm supposed to just like it, or play it so much to the point where, you know, okay, well, I guess I'm gonna give it another try. You know, stuff like that, because it's like you're not taking an initiative to give me a project that worth playing. You know, like what's a game?
Like Redfall. That game's
Yes,
ass.
Yeah.
yes, like
Here,
Anthem.
Ass. Not Anthem, bro.
okay, Anthem was I tried my best
It
to get
could
into that one too, but like I was like
it
you
could have
said,
been better.
yeah,
Bro,
it's overhyped.
I tried Anthem so much my nose started bleeding. Like, the game just horrible, bro.
It was broken
And it's just
forever.
it's forever, and it don't never need to be resurfaced ever again. But, you know, it's just going back to that, man. It's just make games that you know that will be, you know, I know you don't want to be like everyone else. You want to be different. You want to be sat alone in your own lane. But at the same time, it's like, don't just feed us stupid games, because it's like, at the end of the day, like DJ said, you're dealing with people who working hard, who making the game, because most time the head, um, the developer, manager, or whatever case may be, they gonna just try to push that project out, because, you know, the publisher want it done at a specific time. You know, they're you know, spending their money to even have this game happen. But it's to the point where they don't listen to the employees. Like at Ubisoft, they don't listen to the employees.
It depends on the studio though, because if you look at Rockstar, they take so long to make another game, but they make it to perfection. And that's why we're still waiting for that GTA 6 to drop.
Now, for them to drop GTA 5 on 3 different damn generation platforms, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
But it's
Yeah.
like, I'd rather have it when I get it and know that it's going to be awesome. You know what I'm saying? But thank y'all for coming, you know, dropping by, man. And, you know, hope y'all have a good day, man. And See y'all
Yeah,
again.
thanks for having us.
Is this going to be on YouTube?
Yeah, this is gonna be on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and TikTok.
Okay, I make sure I hit you up with some links there.
Okay. Do the same thing, Chris, so everybody can know where to follow you and stuff like that. Y'all shoot me an email in case if you can't get it like that, and I can implement it into the into the video.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Well, all right, man. Y'all have a good one.
Thanks for having me on the podcast. Yeah, I'll be down to come on anytime. You let me know.
Okay. Will do,
same
man.
here.
Y'all know where to reach me from. Just hit me up on Threads or even email me if you want to.
All right.
Yeah, I got my email.
Yes.
All right, man. Right. Thank y'all for watching the podcast, and thank y'all for enjoying my special guests. And let me know in the comments if y'all would love to see more of this.
All right.